this is the first daily vlog for the three.js open source community project. Don't really know what the open source community project is going to be or what it's going to be about. Got a few ideas, been thinking about it. Simply put, I want to do a project using three.js, put it on GitHub as open source, get the community involved to actually change it, modify it, add features to it, and just code it live on Twitch. So just make sure everything's all working. Just give me a moment. I'm just on my laptop confirming the stream is live. Should be live now. So yep, the stream is just loading on my laptop, so it seems to be working a-okay. So like I said, three.js. First of all, I'm going to download three.js. So if we just open up three.js.org. I haven't even got a project set up or anything like that, so it's just going to be all live on the air. Download. So while that downloads, it's going to take a few minutes just to see what other projects three.js has got going. So let's see what takes my fancy. That one looks quite cool. That's a game I know. I've played that before. Let's see what this one's about. Christmas experiments. I do like Christmas. Okay, that should be more than enough. Okay, this is quite a long one, so let's skip this one. Okay, so this is still loading. Okay, so something to do with the pale blue dot, so that's quite cool. So what is this all about? Okay, yeah. Actually, this looks really cool in terms of quality. This looks really good. Are the clouds moving? I can't quite see. It's hard to see if the clouds are moving. If it's obviously real time, then it's very hard to see. Okay, yeah, that's quite a cool looking project. So let's just move on to the next one. Just gonna turn the sound off for a moment. I like that. That was cool. Let's see what happens if I... Oh, so you can't turn it on yourself. So, see what else there is. Ballblazer. So definitely. WebGL globe. Okay, this seems quite cool. World population 1990. Actually, so let's just check out these areas. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can zoom in. 2000. And we got Hello Racer. So all of this is just running in a browser. I haven't installed any plugins, and it looks really good. So yeah, we're going to be using three.js to do something. Been planning some three.js video tutorials, so I will actually be using some of the source code from that, because certain stuff like drawing geometry, texturing, that sort of stuff, because I've already done. I'm not gonna just be googling stuff for the sake of it. I will just be using what I already know or what I already have. If you're wondering why I look off, I'm just looking off onto my laptop because I'm on my iMac, and on my laptop I've got this stream. It's just so I can see that it's all okay, and like chat and anything like that. So is it downloaded yet? Yes, it has downloaded. So this is Twitch homepage. Actually, one second, I'm just gonna unmute you on my laptop, make sure the audio is working. This is literally my first live stream on Twitch. I did do some back in the day, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, that's working fine. So we've got this little project all set up right here. This is the three.js master file. I'm actually gonna get that, put this on my desktop. Yeah, I'll put it on my desktop. I'm gonna create a new folder called three.js open source, and in here whack that in there, create a new folder called public, and this will be where all our code goes. So what I'm going to do from here, download some code. Which one should I start with? Could start with the setup, could start with controls. Yeah, I'm going to start with controls because that puts us, actually no, I'm going to start honestly with the FPS one because that gives us frame rate, that gives us orbit controls, that allows us to update the viewport and resize, and it's all already set up, and I can just remove where I want, and you'll see what that looks like. Let me just quickly download that. It won't take long to download this. This is bigger than oh yeah, I know it's quite big. There's some models and textures in there, although the code file shouldn't have been that big. So gonna get the frame rate. I'm sure it's good. No, I'm just gonna get Skybox. That's the latest one. So let's just get Skybox to desktop three.js. Really should have copied and pasted the files inside it here. Get rid of the Skybox folder. Leave that as it is. We want orbit controls. Not using any of the models at the moment, but we'll leave that for now. So what I'm going to do is just put this on a different desktop. Open up Atom. It'll actually look very similar to this because this was the last video I recorded. So remove project folder, open desktop, three.js, public, open. Three.js. So if we go to index.html, yeah, that's looking all good. What I'm going to do is open up terminal, change directory to this folder right here, run a PHP server on it, open that up. You might be thinking, because it's JavaScript, why do we need to run a server on it? It's simply because the I think it's the cross domain policy, cross origin policy, which doesn't allow you to load stuff from different domains basically, and when you're dealing with models and that sort of stuff, it won't work. So that's the reason you need to run a server. But apart from that, I'm going to try and use as little server code as possible. But I'm sure we'll probably have to eventually. Okay, so this is looking pretty cool. So now I need to sort of decide where to go from here in terms of what this project is going to be. Obviously, we can change it, we can pivot, but obviously need sort of an idea. Okay, we can create a game. The issues I see with a game is requires more than just programming. Yeah, I could have a dabble at creating some artwork, but I think that's just too much hassle. Unless it's just, I don't know, all geometry based gameplay, or maybe even wireframe, that would be quite cool. So that's a potential. Another thing that I think that really is exciting is a game engine in a browser. That sort of stuff has been done before, and a few companies, a few people over the web are doing it. But I think we could really create something really cool. So an open source online game engine that the community is contributing to on a daily basis. That'll be quite cool. We could do a set of tech demos, but I think there's already quite a good set of tech demos out there. Just going to the three.js.org website, there's a whole bunch here. Obviously some are actual projects, some, though they look like projects, they're essentially just tech demos. This is really cool. This is actually somebody's website. I just want to show you this because it just looks really slick. Okay, let me just go back to it. As you can see, when I scroll down, it rotates, and it's actually the letters of this person's website, ACO. And as you can see, if I keep scrolling, so let's say if I were to click on one of these, and then let's say if I were to click back, the animation is a little slow at the moment, so I'm just doing quite a lot because I'm streaming and whatnot. But it actually switches around the website, it navigates around it, so that's quite cool. So I thought I'd show you that. So yeah, need to settle on a project. I think the game engine one is sounding really attractive to me, or some sort of engine. And I know the best place to start. I've got a bookmark, Opengl Playground. I came across this a while ago. I'm implementing this into Sonar Learning. And if we go down and download HTML8, I think I've already got it downloaded. I do actually, but I think I'll be modifying that one. So I'm just going to download it again, and you'll make sure. Actually, I have the latest one based on the commit. So I'm just going to grab the master from here, paste that into our project folder. So if we go to desktop, three.js open source. Actually, I'm going to put master folder. So when I commit to GitHub, I'm literally just going to be committing the public folder, because you can get this and you can get this off the internet. So if I open this is really cool. It's actually a live text editor for three.js. So yeah, it's on live update. If I were to go here, change the cubic geometry, so change the x value to 300, it updates live, which is like really cool. So if I wanted wireframe, so we've already got a good basis. Facebook notification. Let me just get rid of that, just to prevent that from coming up again. Okie dokie. Let me just check what this is about. Friend asking about some work that we're doing. I'm live streaming at the moment. Probably gonna be like live streaming what, and the message will probably pop up again. So yeah, so I think this is a really good basis to continue. So what I'm gonna try and do, or what I will do, yeah, I'm actually gonna tell him, no, but your messages are on the live stream, as I forgot to disable Facebook notifications. Okie dokie. So yeah, like I said, I'm just going to copy and paste this into our project folder and just integrate it with what we've already got. So first of all, yeah, I think that last message was translation for I don't want to be on the live stream. So what I always like to do when I download a file like this is to just delete as many files as I can, so I know what is crucial to it and what isn't. Refresh. Seems like it's still working, but let's just make sure. Change the cubic geometry some more. Oh, deleted it in the wrong place. There we go. Okay. So, like I was saying, I need to just delete as many files as I can. Don't think I'm gonna need that. Close this down for this moment. So that was just a font file by the looks of it. Inspect, see if there's any errors in the console. Yes, there is. Probably to do with the font file. Okay, I'll fix that after. That's not an issue at all. I just posted hello into the chat. There's one person other than me in there. Just wanted to ask if the live stream was working okay. I'm sure it is. It's just really laggy on mine and it keeps buffering, but that's just, I'm positive that's just to do with my internet, so it should be a-okay. So like I'm saying, just make sure this is still working. Okay, this is still working. Remove some more files. Ooh. So in JS, how much, I know we need code mirror mode. I'm positive we need these, but let's just move them out the way just to confirm. Yeah, we need them. Positive that we're gonna need mode as well. There's no highlighting, so we obviously want that. Okay, so we've nailed it down that we need all of these files. So let's copy this, go to our project folder, desktop, public. For now, let's create an untitled folder in there. Put all of this into the JavaScript folder. The index file is going to call it index2. Now let's just open, actually no, they're already here. So I'm gonna need obviously all of this. From what I remember, in here there isn't any three.js code because it's all stored, I believe, on this. Yeah, it's all stored here. That's it right there, the D code. Obviously I can do encode, decode. Yeah, I'll sort that out in a moment. Let's just make sure. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to approach this. Approach this then. I think it might be better to actually rename this. I'm gonna call it index 3 for now. Rename this one, oh damn. Rename index 2 back to index and modify that one. So don't modify the one we created, modify the one from the HTML editor, the one from Mr. Doob. I can get rid of this. Can open this back up. Okay, obviously go false. Just put some random values. F3467. Actually, I want to get a hex material color. Something that looks a little better than what we've got at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna try out amber. Do pick color from the page. Usually I probably would silent my phone. It's just I'm expecting a phone call. I should get the phone call after I do the live, or after I finish the live stream. Probably be about an hour. It's not strictly 1 hour. I'm not too fussed if it's less or over, but just in case the phone call is before, that's the reason it's on loud. Apart from that, everything else is pretty much on silent. Apart from, well, the notifications on here, as you saw. So what was I even doing? Forgot now. I'd copy and pasted something. I copy and pasted this hex color. I'm gonna go back into here. Okay, that's looking a-okay. So what I want to do is use a newer three.js file. So for that, I'm going to, I can just use it from here. So that would be, for that I can just do js/free.js. Okay, so what errors are we going to be getting now then? Maybe needs a. Maybe I need to update all of this. So what I'm going to do is copy, paste that JavaScript encode. I want to find an online encoder. Online encode. I have found one before. Can't remember where I got it from. I think this was it. So if we go into here, and I'll replace this with, I'll leave it as min for now. Replace this with js/escape. No, that's not it. That is not it. Where did I use this encoder before? So we got the JavaScript decode method. No, sorry, it's raw deflate. Raw deflate dot deflate. That's the one that I want. Raw deflate dot deflate. So raw deflate dot deflate. Raw deflate dot deflate. JavaScript deflate. Maybe this is it, because I visited this link before. This does not seem, I can't remember it, because I could obviously just write it in code and just create my own little file, but I don't particularly want to do that. Or I'll just use something else that somebody else has created. Best way, lazy. If I find it, definitely going to make a note of it, because probably use it in the future. So if this works, then fantastic. I know I haven't modified that yet, but that roughly decoded it. It seemed like it's the same value based on the first few characters. So let's just modify this accordingly. So this is JS / so this will probably slow down development. Well, that's fine. We'll find new and better ways of doing it as we go on. Okay, didn't load, but let's see why it didn't load. Okay, the better thing to do might be to copy this in. I think we're still going to need this index file, so I'm going to create a new file here. I'm going to call this test index.html, and in here just get this running using our three.js files, and then once I copy and paste it, it should work. That's my theory, at least. So if I do /test index.html, okay, that's fine then. So let's have a look at this file, because using this I have this set up successfully. So that's just a frame rate count, so we can just leave that for now. So can I not do that? Can I not? Split right. Yep, that's exactly what I want. Fantastical. Probably help if I decrease that. So what we got? What are we dealing with? We got a camera that seems to be set up the exact same way from what I can see. Bar the near clipping plane, everything is set up the same. For the perspective camera, that's fine. For the scene is the same as well. The render is different, aka it's WebGL renderer instead of canvas renderer. I'm just gonna take a gamble and just say that this will fix it. It's done something. Line 46. Renderer, seeing camera. What about this is it not liking? Line 46. Okay, I'm just going to try and include in the regular three.js file. Can't even open the file, so let's just go back to it. Make sure it's all good. Renderer dot set size, document.body append child render.dom element, WebGL renderer. What part of it is he not liking? All I can see is pretty much identical. Nah, there's no way that having the doc type there would matter. But for now, I'm just going to remove all of the mesh, all of the geometry. Just get it working without it, and that's not giving me any joy. And it realistically shouldn't do, because it's moaning about this line here. It doesn't necessarily mean it's this line, because it could be something else that's just making it moan about this line. From what I can see, it's the exact same, unless there's something else in here that I need to set up. I do have this, but realistically we shouldn't need this. Shouldn't. Well, I'll put it in there, but I'll be surprised if this makes it work. Yeah, see, that should not make it work. That's just to update you when you resize the actual window. What I'm going to do is go to GitHub, go to the setup folder, just in case it's been slightly modified since I've added extra files such as orbit controls, which I don't actually have in there at the moment. I think I'll see something different. No, I don't. More hope than see. Yeah, everything about it to me seems okay.